They're redone. I always say when you do a cover, you better do it better than the original, and they just did. Beyonce and Luther. Pila, it's a sign. You know, when people choose this music, now you must just know they're going to spend Easter alone.
Definitely not.
Yeah?
Definitely not.
Where would you be?
I'm going to be with family.
Where?
In Pietermaritzburg.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Do I look like a type of person to be
It's
alone?
not a bad thing because you can have a table. You can sit at a table at any place. You know what I mean?
True, definitely.
Because that's the thing about people like you who work in the tourism industry. You travel less.
Yes.
You tell us to do something.
No, but we get around the country. Like we've been all 9 provinces many times together, actually.
SA Tourism, aka Short Left, is here. Hey, the usual suspect is here. I'm not gonna talk about it. Phila.
Yeah.
All right, that.
Great. Can't complain.
Funeka.
Hello, darling.
How are you?
Oh, well, thanks.
Yes.
Lovely.
Mamela here. Pila, you started with music.
Yeah.
Umamele here. Umamele here, bofuneka here. Ngoba lo choose akusabulela kamashoto.
And they didn't trust me with the music, yes?
Is it?
Yeah, they didn't trust my song selections.
Let me just revive your memory. Remember when we had my top 10 battle here, SA Tourism? Mashoto went head to head with Mabeka and she won. And now she's here to claim a trophy. There's no trophy, Mashoto.
But you promised me one.
No, it's just bragging rights.
Then I must go then.
Before we started, let me warm you up. We have a blind spot. They had a fight with partner. In the midst of that, silent treatment, and girls called, "Hey, Mgani. Hey, phones.
Yes, let's go.
Ari, it's man. Shape Short Left as girls. Girls trip. I mean, what's wrong with a girls trip? Obviously, she didn't let them in, I suppose, on, hey, there's drama in paradise, right? So it's like, cool, let's do it. Give me the bank account. Bah, she pays. And then, like with any romance, they rekindle.
Of course.
And in that rekindlement, Mama Zala calls. I was like, yeah. Cousin Alona is getting married. Easter Sunday. But this is a month notice.
Yes.
And she's like, that's short notice. And I'm like, actually, it's not. But because so it's yes.
Yeah.
And she's like, I like this. She's like, I admit I was wrong in not letting him in on what I did because we were not talking at the time.
Yeah.
But after I've spilled the beans on, listen, this is what I've done when I was upset. He's still mad. It's not like I'm going to get a refund. And he knows I'm not going to get a refund. And I like the fact that you're working in the tourism industry. Maybe you can step in beyond just to comment. Now, let me start with you, Funeka.
Yes.
Advice?
No, it's simple. Anyways.
Oh.
Yeah, I've had a visa to the wedding. It's a very simple one.
Wait.
Wait, no, but obviously, no, I can't say give her visa, but no, baby, it's a king because she's not gonna get the refund. I can tell you that much, and I can tell you she's going to have lots of fun. Girls weekend away. I mean, not kivele kimutuliti girls weekend away. Mara, she must find a nice way of smoothing motho ha o tsantse mo tsebe hore ha ke mo tshwere yiso ka mo etsa so ka more wa bona and then ha se ke itse and then ke re love so ne se ke re ge baby ya no lenyalo motho wa ka ha ni dali wa ka no but on a serious note ke a bolella
Funeka o ragadi ya mang because honestly speaking
no mas cuz hani ha aye ko lenyalong cause vela ka se duli ko hae ali one
Mashud
Ha ke me le funeka nna ke ragadi ya many people.
Yes.
And as the good ragadi that I am,
there's
always a friend, who has a birthday or something, and then you just say, Frenzo, hey, I need to go to a wedding.
Yeah.
So Frenzo, you can take my place.
Assuming they get along with your girls.
They will find a way. They must, because me, I have to be at my husband's family's thing. So if that friend says, oh, but your other friends are okay, you wanna sit down. You call the other friend.
So pass this girl's trip to someone.
Yeah, someone has a birthday somewhere that you owe. Someone umukwatisitse in matric. Something happened. You can pass it on.
Pila, as a guy.
No. The problem is these friends. There's always that friend. Show me, let's go. The problem is the friends. She's not going to the girls' trip. I'm going to tell you now. She's coming to the wedding with me.
Yo.
There's no ways. She's coming with. It's my cousin. What if it's my favorite cousin?
Family.
It's
yeah.
family.
Yeah.
It's not like it's, a friend from primary school or matric.
Yes,
as Shot says.
yes, yeah.
Like, it's family, And if you want to be a part of my family, we're going.
Not even if you are part of the
You
family.
are part of the family. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I say, hamba.
Bashatile funeka.
Exactly.
Shadila is nice. Shadila is a beautiful thing.
Mara.
Girls,
Yeah. There'll always be another girl's
I'm
trip.
that girl. I'm that
Nah,
girl.
I'm not with her.
No.
No, it's okay. But what I'm saying is nah.
Okay.
I mean, Pella, you must remember, get the in-laws also. But the in-laws in behavior in a certain way.
Yes,
And,
Rahadi.
Mara, still shots. Nah, I'm still shoplifting. Me, I'm there. Shoplifting girls.
You're going to short live to the wedding? To the wedding?
Exactly.
Yes.
It's a short live to the wedding. It's a beautiful, nice drive. There you are in your Lidibitang, the pin-up dress, passenger seat, drively bay.
Mara.
And who knows what happens, Mutsileng, as you go into the wedding? Come on!
Mara, I get what GNT all the way from Friday
Why not?
until.
Why not?
Because kita be kilo kopana le bo magoko tshwantse ke be makoti.
O tla shapa on the road and then you'll stop holiday.
Eish, okay. No. I'm still short-lifting. Wait, mutoka kitlo mo smoother ka tsela ya ka. Wait, on a serious note. Iseng hampe, guys. Mara nna ke motho o.
And then when the same happens to your side of the family, says, I'm out with the boys.
Yeah, wait, ka nako engwe ne wa mana ha re nyetse in community wa bona.
Yeah.
Ke ele ya hore hani e ba ka mo o mong abe ka mo. We are together but we are
Oi, Mokonyana sometimes ke na who slaughters.
Exactly.
Then who's gonna slaughter Mokonyane a le boys tripping?
Hey!
Guys, understand Mara hore as a female, he can pull that on me. But na ke the lady. Ke tlabe ke mlela taba tse love Mara. Unless if the situation was like this.
Well, you must just stay at that girl's trip. Never go back home.
Yeah.
No, ke tlo gutlela gae.
Permanent address.
Permanent.
No, ke tlo gutlela gae.
I think Funeka is the girl who called in and says, let's go away.
Yeah.
She is that girl. Yeah,
Actually, I'm normally that girl.
You are that girl. Raiman Musia, you want.
I'm normally that girl.
Can we spend Easter weekend as girls?
No, actually, to be quite honest, you are correct. I'm normally that girl, and I'll be like, guys, I say I'm in a matter.
Yes.
I'm that girl.
Yeah.
I can't.
No, you're giving me that vibe. And listen, it's on brand. It is on brand. We have a blind spot. What do you say? These are the architects behind the great campaign Short Left, SA Tourism, represented by Pila Funeka, and of course, Mashoto Pila. Let's explain this seat at the table. What is it?
So the concept of seats at the table came about when it actually started during COVID, when we weren't able to celebrate as a country together.
Yeah.
So what we did, we started doing a biggest virtual platform where we wanted people to be able to celebrate Easter as a family.
Like via Zoom, yeah.
Yeah, basically that we were in studio, we had music, so we wanted to show off that we can still have fun during the COVID times. Luckily, when the restrictions were down, we actually said, let's do this in person. So we had our long table where we invited guests and they were able to come and join us and showing off South African travel, showing off South African music and food as well. So that was our second installation, and we had our third one weekend before.
Okay.
So yeah, we did that once again and it was amazing. So we still had the virtual element to it, but we had guests obviously attending and joining us.
So the significance of sitting around the table, I mean, you seem to be emphasizing that a lot.
Yeah, because as South Africans, it's sort of a tradition that, we come together as family and we make sure that we sit around the table, we serve food. We have, like I was saying, that I'm going down to Maritzburg. We're going to go see my gran, the cousin.
You still have your gran?
Yeah.
Lucky bugger.
Yeah. She's very active. She's all over the garden kind of thing. So, yeah.
How old is this girl?
what is? No, actually, I'm not going to reveal her age on air. But just know she's a young old goose.
Just checking.
She's not young.
Just checking. Get claiming. All right. I get it. Now, Funeka, something happened in the Eastern Cape, 22nd to the 26th of March. What was that?
Yes, so we had our third edition of Sit at the Table. We went on a trip and we did a whole excursions of the Eastern Cape. We went to the Wild Coast, it's called the South Coast, actually.
Yeah.
We went there and we did some nice activities there. We did like spa, spas, and we did some quad biking, some swings and stuff.
Sure.
And then we did the actual event on the 26th.
Yeah.
At the Wild Coast Sun.
All right. Now, you're saying South Africans must take a seat at the table this Easter, right? How? See, we spoke about the why.
Yes.
How?
So how? There's many different packages that tourism businesses have around the country.
Yeah.
You can go on our Short Left website and view the deals that we have there.
Okay.
We have from local deals that you'll find here in Gauteng, and we have
for those who want to stay
in
staycations.
Gauteng, and then there's other deals for other provinces.
Okay.
Go Gauteng, I know Konalibo Renista show.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
so many things that you can do.
Yeah.
You know,
All right.
yeah.
And the intention, of course, is not to break the bank.
No,
right?
it's not to break the bank, but to.
Are you? Do you see how deliberate I am not talking to Mashutu?
I see that. I see that.
I mean,
Yeah.
She's a regular here, so she doesn't get to
I
talk.
feel it.
this is how I mean.
I feel it.
This is somebody who won a top 10 battle, and I'm just about to play her song,
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
and I'm like, okay, is this the best we can do? It is Young Stunner, car 959 on the street, on the air. It is my top 10 at 10 with SA Tourism. Talk about Short Left over this Easter weekend, and of course, Mashutu, the friend of the show, she's here too.
Isn't this welcome?
Because you gotta love the jabs. Yeah. Every time we talk about Short Left, it's about the individual, Mashutu. It's about me, my family, my girls, as girls trip, or boys trying to go out, or me and Bay. But we hardly talk about local businesses in tourism and how they plug in. How do they plug in now to this seat at the table?
And I'm so glad you actually mentioned that, because the work that we do is about our local businesses. So we don't wake up in the morning to promote tourism because, it's a sexy job, which it is.
It is.
But
Come on. Don't say it like that. It is.
it definitely is.
What do you do for fun? What do you do for work?
Well, I go to
I
the Wild
travel.
Coast and, watch
West-
youngsters at the beach.
Yeah, come on.
Events.
We're swinging. I got this massage.
Yeah.
But so for us to actually be able to sell the country, it is important for us to have the businesses with us.
Yeah.
So this is where we ask businesses to go to deals.southafrica.net and give us what packages that they have for Easter. So at the moment, we have over 300 businesses that have loaded their packages on our platform.
Sure.
And we use those to promote to South Africans. You asked Funeka earlier, how do they do it?
Yeah.
That's the how,
Okay.
where these businesses then plug in. So we beg businesses. We invest quite a lot on this campaign.
Yeah.
Please just come in to deals.southafrica.net, plug in your whatever Easter gig that you have, and then we will promote it.
Oh, wonderful. Now, you've answered my second question, which is great. Then, do you get feedback of sorts? Because I think sometimes we do these things, but there's hardly feedback. How do we improve on last year's Easter, this Easter type thing? I mean, and if anything, what, and of course the economics are part of it. Do then you go back to those very clients who've just plugged their services and say, hey, at least a lower price, because the economy right now doesn't. I don't know, how does that work?
So it's two ways. One, yes, we do get feedback. We run monthly surveys where we actually then get feedback on, one, how consumers are traveling, but we also get a sense from our trade how the promotion is actually servicing them in any way. And the one thing I can tell you, one, there's certain trade without a doubt, and I can tell you about 300 of them who, come rain or sunshine, they will always be on the short left platform because it works for them. So that is the one great feedback that we usually get. But as I said, we also get feedback from consumers, because consumers will then say, "Awa tudau, awa." I would rather do 500. Or, I mean, one of the most popular numbers we have is, it's me and my 3 peeps, and it's 5,000 for the weekend. So that is like that amount that runs 5,000.
And then you share it, obviously, with the service providers.
We share it. We do monthly talks also, not even monthly. I think they every now and then we do talks all over the provinces to actually then sit with our service providers, with the tourism trade, to say, this is what people are looking for. If you want to win, this is what you need to do. So if you can then put together a package of 5,000 for the whole weekend for a family of 4, then you win.
Love it. Blind Spot, your comments are coming up, and of course we're going to wrap up this conversation about the seat at the table. Listen, they brought a chef. Wow. It is my top 10 at 10, and now we're joined by Ufunandla.
Fate.
Fate, Jan.
Yes, let's see.
Beng now is all out. How should nix?
Uyabona abantu sibabamba kanjani?
Oh, hello. Hey, ngizazokubamba ntwana. I no. Funeka, I mean, why the chef now?
Because Easter, as we said, it's about connections with family, sitting at a table, and a table can't be set without food. A table can't be set without a company. So to bring people together, you need to have a meal. And let's have a feast.
And now, Bomi, I mean, chances are you've been trained the French way of cooking and so on. And now it comes to our own. We have our own not peculiar, but our own traditional ways of enjoying food. How do you know where you are in South Africa by what's on the plate?
Look, there's you can travel anywhere in South Africa. I think the one mutual thing and one common thing about how people cook that are South African is they make their food very simple. And in the flavor profile of that food, you can tell that it has a difference between, even though you don't know in particular what's that dish in that tradition, but because it's cooked in such simplicity, you can really understand and sum it up that it's tradition, you know, and it's culture. Where you are at that particular moment.
Because I can imagine if I go to the eastern, western Cape side, mush, right?
I change.
It's a bit up.
No.
Right? And then you go to what's the KZN. I don't know, traditionally would it be Upoto?
Krammelpap, Uputu, and mostly would say inyama enhloko.
Hey. That's what it called.
You're like keeping car.
And of course, you hit the Free State. What we call dombolo, steamed bread, will definitely be served. Mlekwa, mroho.
You go to your Kiane side, Limpopo, Masonja, eating, all that. So it shows.
But how much of South Africa do we put on the table during Easter? Because my argument, even with Christmas lunch, is that we roast. And when you look at roast is really winter food. Yet we are in summer. So sometimes we adopt these things, right?
No, definitely. I think it is influence that we've adopted along as we moved on in life. But that's why we're here, you know, to educate once more that there are stuff and there are items and food that we need to take as our own, and it shouldn't be any different really, because I mean there's more cultures than you can ever imagine in South Africa.
Yeah.
So it's time to tap into each other's cultures and make it your own. Most importantly, yeah.
Are you saying people must then try and explore a bit more now, especially those who will be, staycating and cooking their own meals?
For sure. I mean, this is I think the first time in every year where we get to go home, sit with our families.
Yeah.
Let's do it right.
Yeah.
Slaughter.
Yes.
And cook the insides.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a feast. It's a real feast, and I think it's something that you can really enjoy. Something different.
Yeah.
Opposed to.
Is there fashion in food? You know what I mean? This is in fashion. Is there such a thing?
I don't think so. I think because look, there's a thin line between food. When you talk about food, very very thin line, because other people take it seriously, and when they're hungry, the moment they've eaten, they've forgotten about it. So is there fashion? I don't think so, but what I know is that what is us and what is our food, it is particularly taboo compared to other westernized stuff.
Sure.
Of which I think it has to come to a place where we really educate the whole world and we educate South Africa that it shouldn't be as westernized, because I mean, everyone that's in the room, maybe if they go out to a restaurant, people would go for pasta and so on and so forth. How about we make pasta that is South African?
Yes.
Gizzards there.
Yeah.
Creamy, whatever, morojo. Different types of morojo.
That's right.
I think it has to get to that place. Then
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Basically, excuse me, national pride in food.
Yeah.
What you eat is who you are, right?
Definitely.
What you put in.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. And you have a plate there.
For sure.
Because you thought I was not going to ask you about it.
So this is SA in a plate, South Africa in a plate. We have ipapa. I mean, I think everyone would enjoy that.
I don't get it. I don't get the knife and fork with papa. But anyway, yes.
You need to always use your hands.
That's right.
Chakalaka. We have potatoes and morojo. Just salt. The way Ukoko used to do it. Then I have my favorite, chicken hearts and bacon.
Okay.
That's best.
Yeah.
Then we have iskopo, sheep's head.
Okay.
Serve it as cold meat.
Yes.
So that one, it's a bit hot. Then we have Amazulu favorite, which is nyamentloko.
Nyamentloko. Lovely. Yeah. And that will be on the plate if you were to be serving it this Easter Sunday, right?
Wouldn't compromise.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you cooking somewhere Caesar once? Because I mean, I Linda.
Oh no, ngafiki.
Who?
Ngifika lapha eBhayibheli ngathi niyazo.
So thandazela. It's thandazela once. Yeah.
Sure, I khulekayo.
Siza kuphi sikuthola?
Nanye ngikwazi ukusho address phela lana bonke umuntu uzofika.
Fonele.
Hayi uzongithola imi-address.
Okay. Where do we follow you then? Give us socials. Give us socials.
No, sure. Instagram is chef_Mbombi.
Yeah.
Then Facebook is
Mbombi or Mbomi?
Mbombi.
Mbombi as in Mbombozo.
Injalo.
And man, what do you say? I'm going to Papa last night.
Why you jumping?
Sorry. Follow Chef Mbombi on Insta and to see the man Mashutu Funega. Thank you so much for the seat on the table and encouraging us to really, spend time with family, friends, just have that seat on the table. We should never forget what Grandma taught us.
Yes.
As much as you have set the table of 10, you must know the number 10 must remain empty, because you never know who may just come in.
Yes.
Always have that extra plate for somebody else. Yes. Spread the love. You have chosen a song as a group. Why?
It's a painful one.
We had a very, very special relationship with DJ Somebody.
Oh, wow.
Worked with him on a number of campaigns that we did. So
Great soul.
He's one of the most beautiful souls we've ever actually met.
Yeah.
We were quite gutted when he passed away. So that's why we just wanted to basically say we miss him and we remember him always.
May he rest in power, right?
Yes.
Thank you guys. All the best.